Does y'all's town have a nightlife? Mine doesn't. It doesn't really that much, at least. But there is one place I know that does, and it just so happens to be right across the street from me. I mean, it's close to my school though, so I'm not too mad about it. Even though, you know, the way to my school just so happens to be uphill the entire way, and I have to do it at 7 in the morning. And then the roads are so shit that I can't even like skate home because I like to skateboard. A little backstory on this place though, and why I'm here right now. When I was younger, I used to bounce around a lot because my family is kind of poor, you know. We went from like the projects to suburbia with my grandparents, and then we moved out of there. No, we got kicked out. We moved out of the projects. We got kicked out of the first house with my grandparents. We moved to the other one. We got kicked out of there. We went back to the projects where my aunt was living. And then we got our first apartment. Basically like across the road as well from where I live now. And then we moved apartments. It was the same building. It was a different room is what it was, if I'm remembering correctly. And that was during like my junior high years, like 7th and 8th grade. And then when I was a freshman sometime, I think I remember the date, September 15th, 2022, we moved to where we are now in the neighborhood. I mean, I'm literally sitting in the room I moved into like 4 years ago, you know? I just realized like I was a freshman when I moved here, and I'm a senior now. Like, I've had to deal with drunkards leaving shit in my yard for 4 years. That kind of makes me sound like an old man, but like, they kind of have a point, I think. Like, I don't like the more I've grown up, I feel like the more I liked people not being in my yard. I might be unk. I mean, shit, I've been bald since I was 16. Not my choice either. I mean, it is, but like my hairline sucks, so I just stay bald. I might be unk. Shit, old people have a point. But anyways, across from this house that my parents are renting and that we're all living in right now is this building that has like a bunch of restaurants and like cafes and bars and all that type of shit in it. It's pretty cool actually, because it used to be a school and then it kind of got like taken down as a school, and now it's used as like a restaurant and shit. It's actually pretty neat. I've actually never tried anything from the place, funnily enough, even though I've lived here for like 4 years. I went inside like one of the cafes one time though, because my friend was grabbing coffee for lunch, and I just didn't want to be in the school for lunch, so I just kind of hopped in his whip, and that's what we did. I heard it was good, but at the same time, everybody that's told me it's good might just be coping, because that shit is crazy expensive. Like, I looked at those prices, oh my god, I was like, Jesus. People spend that much money on food, and it's astounding to me. I would be fine with $15 a month and just buying bread, peanut butter, jelly, and like maybe some rice and soy sauce, and I'm good, dude. I make this one meal, it's just beef, corn, and rice, and some Tabasco. I could live off of that, maybe some cornbread too. Bit of a sidetrack. Aside from that though, you would think this place being surrounded by like old and dingy houses, it would kind of have affordable food, but I guess we must just be a fucking tourist attraction and the nobility who want to eat lunch at this place, because they must just want to watch bums fight for a PB&J sandwich or some shit. I swear to god, I don't know why they would come here, or why they would raise the prices so much. Like, I feel like they would bring in so much more income if the locals could afford it. Maybe I'm crazy for that, maybe that's a hot take. That's another thing I'm gonna complain about though, is the amount of crazy people in this neighborhood, because I was talking about bums fighting for a PB&J sandwich. That's a real thing that happens. There's this one guy my dad and I call Red Pants, because that's the only pair of pants we've seen him wear. We've seen him like 4 times. He's kind of notable because he shows up the most, but he's also like the only person that ever like threatened us when we told him to leave. He tried to like fight my father, but he didn't like totally. He did like those motions, but nothing actually ever happens. But we were trying to get him to leave our garage because like they just do that. Like I for like the first 2 years, we just had homeless people in our garage all the time. I don't think they realized somebody lived here, even though there were like 2 cars in the driveway. Like, I don't know. The cars are kind of old. Maybe they thought that got abandoned too, but like, I don't know. That feels kind of crazy that you would just do that, because I get it, right? I was homeless too at a point. Maybe they're desperate, but like, get the fuck out of my garage, dude. Like, is that mean? Am I an asshole? I feel like it's pretty reasonable to not want people smoking meth in my garage. Maybe I'm starting to feel the privilege kicking in from having a Dash Pass subscription, but I don't know. Sorry, where was I? I think we got a little sidetracked. But basically, this neighborhood is full of either like whack jobs or old people. And for some reason, they decided to put a quote-unquote luxury dining experience with copious amounts of alcohol right in the middle of this happy little shanty town. So we can hear them shouting from Thursday night to Saturday night. Which is another stupid thing I never understood. Aren't the party nights Friday through Sunday? Why the fuck do they start on Thursday here? I don't get it. I can sort of get ending on a Saturday night because sometimes after Sunday you have to go to work in the morning because like Monday morning you don't want to be hungover or whatever. But would that also apply to Thursdays? Like, I feel like, why are you starting on Thursdays? I don't understand. I have to wake up at 6 in the morning on Fridays for school and you assholes with your friends and having fun are making sure I don't get to sleep. Because I'm one of those people that needs like full silence to even think straight, let alone go to sleep. So when these fucking CEOs and management teams and happy couples are enjoying themselves right outside my fucking window because my room has a view of the place. Because of where my room is situated, I can see the whole damn place and now my window's always open because it's hot as shit up here. And when they decide to be having fun and enjoying themselves on a school night, like they decide that's the best time to get wasted and loud, it kind of interrupts my rhythm a little bit, my circadian rhythm or whatever the fuck it is, right? Like, I don't know. Listen, I'm very thankful to have a house, and my parents worked really hard to get us here, but like some peace and quiet once in a while would be really nice. I actually, like, 90% of the time I'm not recording is because you can hear them. You can hear them across the street. Like, I listen to the recording, I'm like, I can't even use this because you can hear them shouting and ranting and roaring right across the road, dude. Like, it's actually a Saturday night right now, so they should be getting active. But they're not. Today's quiet, which is why I was like, I can finally talk about this because I wanted to like talk about it when they would be active, but then they're not because I started recording. I wonder if like they can sense I'm recording. That'd be funny if everybody else was telepathic and I wasn't, and they've just never told me. I wonder if my mind is being read all the time. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is that it's a really loud building across the street that happens to be in a pretty quiet and pretty chill town because everybody's old or like homeless, so like there's not a lot of activity that goes around except for that one place, and it probably fuels this economy, you know, gentrification or whatever. Like, I don't know buzzwords for that type of shit, but it probably is the only reason that like our roads would be good, but our roads aren't good. That's another thing, bro. I love having a house, I love being in a good neighborhood, I love being close to a school. It's not a good neighborhood, it's an okay neighborhood, but like driving here is one of the worst experiences I've ever had. It is the worst road in America, I promise you. Everybody talks about that musical road in California, which sucks now or something because it got broken down and drove over too much. Nah, if you drive down the road I live on, it's the worst fucking experience you'll ever feel, dude. It is like an actual roller coaster. Neither of your wheels will be level with the other because there's just so many potholes, and the manhole for some reason is a lump. So when you drive over it, bro, your whole car tilts as you're going through. And of course, my driveway isn't an actual driveway, it's downhill. The road is like downhill already, and then when you take a right into my driveway, it's like dirt and rock, but it's also like a steep hill, and then you have to immediately curve right because I have like a curved driveway. I don't know, like it's amazing to be a house. Again, thankful, but like it is the most like gaggle fuck like maze neighborhood with like Pan's Labyrinth and like fucking just creatures type people, dude. I saw the first impression one of my friends had of this neighborhood was like Thursday. We were driving here. I got two friends that start with G. Y'all know Graham. I mean, y'all have seen his streams and shit. And then y'all have met Gary as well. They both been on CTs, but Gary was driving me and Graham to my house because I'm teaching him MMA right now. He's got a fight coming up. And the first thing we see when we enter my neighborhood is we take a left onto my road. We cross this bridge. We see a dude, and like it was probably his girlfriend or his wife or some shit biking, right? And you think, oh yeah, whoever's driving, the person that's sitting with him would sit behind him. No, this girl who is easily 190 pounds is sitting on the front handlebars, and the dude is driving. And there's pegs on the back. She could have sat on the back. There's a seat back there too. She's just sitting on the front of the handlebars because she's a tweaker like everybody else in this neighborhood. And I want to say maybe I'm not, but I feel like with the way I have to talk about this just to get it out of my mind, I feel like a tweaker too, bro. I feel like a tweaker when I can't go to bed on Thursday nights and then I have to wake up at 6 in the morning on Friday. I finally got sleep at 3 in the morning, you know, and then I gotta go to school, and then I gotta not pass out during my coding exam and shit. Like, That's another sidetrack. I might be the tweaker here. But that was the first experience Graham had of my neighborhood. Was seeing that. There's got to be more efficient ways to ride a bike, y'all. I feel like that was just like, they must have been on something, or they were never on something in the first place. You know what I mean? Like they must have been on something, or they were never put on something. Like they retarded or on drugs, I think, are the two options there. But yeah, the neighborhood's fucked up, and like a duality of like either kind of loaded, like old people just retired and shit, or like full tweaker, like full just like tweaked out. Like it's the weirdest thing, dog, because like there's this fancy restaurant place, cafe, bar thing right across the street, and then you go like 2 blocks down if you're trying to get something from the gas station, and one of the pumps always broken, and they got bulletproof glass over the register because they got shot at one time. And like there was a whole fight I saw one time. It was like 8 dudes, and they were all just in like basically a mosh pit in the parking lot. I'm trying to grab an Arizona tea, and I'm seeing these people throwing straight hands, and like it's such a shocking thing to look at, because you see like an Audi, right? You see like an Audi or like a shit. Sometimes I saw a Aventador one time, or no, a Huracan Spider pull up into the parking lot at the restaurant place across the street. And then I go to the gas station, and then there's the 8 people bum fights right there. It is the most shocking thing. But I guess you could say it has character, and that's why rich people are here, because if it didn't have character, the houses would be cheaper. I mean, shit, I'd still be renting, you know. We ain't loaded like that. We're not dropping 400 bands on a fucking house, but I don't know. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I'm thankful to have a house. My parents worked really hard to get us here, but some peace and quiet once in a while would be nice, you know. I got nothing else to say. So if you're still here, did I reach the 8-minute mark yet? Hold on. Oh, 12 minutes. Perfect. Yeah, goodbye. Y'all have a